It's like every time I got something really, really special, then there's always some glitches, but here's what we got to do. Got to do what we got to do. Okay, it's coming up. All right, we platinum. We're good. Let me do this. Okay, guys, thanks for your patience. I didn't know it was going to give this much of a headache. All right. Okay. All right. Now let me get you guys back up and running. Now let me go back to share my screen and let me show my charts first. All right, and there we go. Who is you? Oh, oh, hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Jesus. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Let me check our money. Let me check our pips. 1 second. 1 second. All right, cool. All right. So, CC Group. Oh, we looking really, really nice. Okay, CC Group on one of those trades I sent out to you. We're up 30 pips on it already. And last night I just took a sniper trade on the other one I took last night for 10. So that'll put us at what, 30 or 40 in 24 hours on two of the trades I took for you guys. I'm just looking and oh man, that thing jumped nice. All right, cool. All right. So about that. Now let me get to here and let's go ahead and get this party started. I just saw the charts jumped. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, now let me share my screen and let's get started with class today. And again, thank you everyone for your patience. We actually are 8 minutes over time, over our normal start time, but nothing I could do about that. So let me show this. Okay, and what happened is, they changed things. So um, Zoom did, so they made it more difficult. But anyway, that's that. All right. So let me do a sound test and make sure everybody's good to go. And like I said, for those who's going to be in class today or watching this replay on YouTube, today's class, I'm going to show you exactly how to do 10K a month, okay, or something around there. Again, I'm in a financial business of trading in the market, so I can't make a personal guarantee, but I'm going to show you what I'm doing, and I'm going to show you one of my prop firm accounts that I just started last week, so you guys can track my story and see exactly what I mean. Yeah, again, for those who are here earlier, I had asked you to do a task for me, but I'm going to repeat the task. For this particular class, which I have never done before, I have never done this before, so it's a first of its kind. What I did was on last week's video, a couple of videos last week, what I tried to do, I shot some trades to show people live. Here's my live trades that I'm on my account. And then I showed them my prop firm account. Now, the purpose of that was not to showboat. It wasn't to do this and that. It was literally to show you that I did suffer losses and I did have some wins. And yet I was still able to grow the prop firm account within a week. So to follow up on that today, I'm going to show you exactly where the account is because I haven't even looked at it. We're all going to look at it momentarily, especially with the jumping of the trades that I just sent out. There's a lot of trades that I'm sending to CC Group. I'm also personally taking on this prop firm account. So that's how I know that I'm growing the accounts for others because it's growing my personal account. So we're going to look at this together and I'm going to show you the numbers so that the numbers will make sense to you. Okay. And I'm also going to share with you the exact lot size that I'm using with this prop firm account. So therefore, you're very clear on, okay, here's and by the way, I'm going to show you the prop firm that I'm using. I'm not suggesting you use them. I think that they're pretty dope. Haven't had any problems out of it. And I like the dude because he's a straight up dude like me. He don't like no bull crap, no sugarcoat, nothing. He a straight up dude and he's been trading in the markets for many, many years himself. So he's not a person who just created a prop firm account or prop firm, because they're good marketing people. He really knows his stuff to my understanding. Okay. I don't know them personally, but I just like the way they do their business. But there's many of them out there. But again, I'm just like them, and they went to Trade Locker, but they brought back the MT5 as well, which is great. Okay. So which I don't like the MT5, but at least the copier works on it. Okay. But the copier works on it. All right. So with all that being said, what I'm going to ask you guys to do is to do me a favor. Now, this is not a sales pitch or anything else. What I'm going to ask you guys to do is simply this. If you are part of a trading family or a trading group and you guys are out there struggling, trying to figure things out, please invite them on. I am not trying to bring them to Super EZ Forex or any of that kind of stuff. It's just that I'm trying to show you guys my steps that I'm personally taking to help pass these challenges, and so that I can help you as a group do that. Number two, if you have a significant other or somebody that you are trying to show them what your journey is, what you're trying to work on, and they don't understand it because you're trying to explain it, but they don't believe you, have them come on as well, because then I can do the explaining. And when I open it up for question and answer period, they are more than welcome to personally ask me questions so that I can answer on your behalf to bring the tension down in your house on your journey, because that is a huge one for entrepreneurs. I guarantee that is a huge one, because typically opposites attract. What that means is that a person who is an entrepreneur ends up being married or in a relationship with a person who doesn't like insecurity. They like that 9 to 5, and they keep demanding, hey, you need to get a 9 to 5. You need to get that. Type of amen if y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay. Just type amen if y'all know what I'm talking about. This is why when I do relationship coaching and people say, oh, yeah, opposites attract, that's not always a good thing. Because the very thing that you liked in the beginning that was opposite from what you are turns out to be some of the most basic fundamental things as to why so many people get broken up in divorces. It was cute in the beginning, but it's horrible towards the end, because eventually people want you to function just like them. But you met me and I was different. So having a middle person, which is why people go to counseling, having a middle person kind of explain things to smooth it over kind of helps, especially in this industry. So by me showing you my personal journey, my personal prop firm account, and all of these different things, the person can see with their own eyes, okay, I kind of get what you're working on now. Now it makes sense. Okay. And that you don't have to explain. They can see it for themselves. And if they have questions, they're more than welcome to just come right on in and do so. Now, finally, those who are on YouTube who's watching me, if you're watching me right now as we're doing class, we do the class every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or New York time. So if you're watching me streaming now and you have questions, click the link below so that you can join into the Zoom class. And instead of watching me on YouTube, you'll be live in here, and then I can be able to answer any questions you have during the Q&A session as well. Okay. If everybody's clear on that, type a 300 in the box. I want to make sure everybody's on the same page before we begin this important class. Again, I've never done this before, so this is the first of its kind. So again, thank you for everybody for your patience and the late start. We're 8 minutes behind schedule, but normally I stay way behind anyway. So give me the grace. Okay. All right. Now, let me go over my couple of rules. Number one, I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not trying to give you financial advice. I'm just sharing with you my story, my journey of what I'm working on. Now, if it fits something that you will pique your interest, cool. If not, that's all good. Okay. Number two, when we get to the question and answer period, please make sure that your background noise is under control, because this is being recorded for playback, and people want to hear your question and they want to hear my answer, but they can't do that if there's too much noise. Okay. As you can see here, it's quiet. Okay. Always have it quiet, because I don't want any disruptions to the recording, because I may say something vital to you, or you may ask a vital question and people want to hear this information, but if it's just too much noise, they can't. So if you do have a question and you're in a noisy area, like a workplace, around dogs, a baby crying or whatever, just step out to a quiet place, ask your question, and you can put yourself back on mute, and then I can go ahead and answer the question. Okay. Because chances are when you ask a question, 10 other people are having the same question in mind. So no question is a dumb question. Okay. Another thing, please make sure that when you're trading that you use quote unquote disposable income. Disposable income simply means just that. It's disposable. You're not going to cry if you win or lose, which is one of the biggest problems that has been just permeating the retail space, especially now. There have been a hurricane of news events and the war came through and it's just whining, whining, whining. And it's working my last, God forbid, I want to say what I want to say. It is working my last nerve hearing people whine and cry. Why are you trading with money that you're going to be emotional over? Okay. That's the whole point. Do not ever trade with money that you're going to be feeling some kind of way about. It's just fun and games. A matter of fact, some of the most successful people I know, they used to say, and it was so funny because and I'm just going to be honest with you guys. When some of you guys, oh, super easy. Oh, they charge $2.99. Oh, they charge for the CC, the copycat. Oh, they charge $119. Hold on, let me tell y'all something. I just paid to get educated in a new investment arena, and I'm actually in school now. And do you know what it cost me? $3,600. 3,600. 3,600. And when you're dealing on that level, they don't want to hear no whining either. That's the reason why they set their prices so high, to alleviate those low-level thinking people who just going to cry over every little nickel and dime. Type of 400, if y'all understand what I'm saying. They don't play around. You want big money, you're going to have to cough up big money. And you got to be willing to risk big money. But if you're going to cry about it, then you have no business in this arena. And I'm telling you guys that up front. If you're going to cry about it, get the heck out. This is not for you, because not every week is going to be a good week. Not every day is going to be a good trading day. Not every month is going to be. You got 12 trading weeks. So one bad week or one bad month out of the week, out of the whole year, ain't going to hurt nothing as long as you do what I'm going to show you today. But if you can't handle a little storm, you need to quit. And I hope your significant other ain't listening in, because they're gonna say, I told you. Yeah, I'm telling you too. I agree with them. If you're gonna kick the dog and cuss people out over losing $10, $20, whatever, then you know you're in the wrong business. Because it's gonna happen. But I'm gonna show you it happened to me and I'm still profitable. And you're about to see it with your own eyes. Why? Because I know the game. It is part of what it is. It is what it is. That's the way investments go. Majority of the time, you're going to have wins, but you're going to have some short storms that come through, and you just got to bear down, hunker down, control your emotions and control your money. And you come out when the weather clears, it becomes very, very profitable and beautiful, and you can keep it moving. Okay. Everybody clear on what I'm saying so far? I'm being very blunt before I go to my strategy, because I want to make sure everybody's clear on my thinking process first. Because I'm just been overwhelmed with the whining of people, and it's just working my last nerve. And I completely understand why these people charge as much as they do. It's not just for what they're teaching to show, hey, I'm really invested into getting this knowledge. So they put it at an astronomically higher price than the average person can think of, except for those who really want it. You really want it, you're going to find a way to get that money, to get that piece of education. Because the long-term ramifications of what you can do with it, it can pay you for years to come. So it's a small fee for education. But if you're going to cry over every little thing, those are the people they're also eliminating by setting the bar so high. They already eliminated you because they don't want to deal with it. And I get it. Okay. Everybody clear? All right. Now, with that being said, let's get going. All right. So first of all, before we do that, let me share one testimony for an example for one person, and this was shared today. So for those who's in the chat room, and I told him, I texted him in there because I just saw this post this morning. This is from Ote, who's also part of our group. And I'm just not going to read all of this, but he said, on April 1st, I opened 25 different accounts with the 3 brokers, IC Markets, Fusion, and Ox Security. I spread 9,000 across all accounts. Within 2 weeks, Here's what he said. And for those who's part of the Super Easy Forex family who bought the Simplicity system and is in the Telegram group, you can read the comment in there. I ain't making this up. You can go in there, read the comment, and you can talk to him yourself because I just saw it this morning that he posted. Okay. So here's what he said. Within 2 weeks, okay, within 2 weeks, using the Ocean Wave system and Simplicity, for the first time in my life and trading history, I made over 280K in Europe money, in euro, 280K. And I won't read the whole thing. Y'all can go in that group. So this is somebody who's been listening and paying attention. Why did he open so many accounts? Because Dr. Elvis had been preaching to you guys, that is what you should do. Open up multiple accounts so that each one is growing. And so either way it goes, let's get to this. Everybody cool with that? Type of yes if that was cool. That was a good testimony. And again, you can go contact them, you can reach them, you can ask them, whatever. I ain't gonna make that stuff up, but that was in there, okay? All right. That's the kind of student I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. All right. So now we're going to look at this myself. Wow. Okay. This is a running number. And it should keep rolling, should keep moving. We'll see. All right. So is everybody seeing my screen? Yep. See, you see the numbers move. You see them moving. Are you guys seeing this now? Type of 400 if you're seeing this for yourself. I want to confirm y'all seeing the movement. You're seeing this. Everybody's seeing this. This is literally one of my prop firm accounts. Okay. Here's the broker I'm using. I'm just not going to show you the password, and it doesn't really matter because I'm passing a challenge. So once I pass the challenge, they're going to get rid of this account anyway. So if you try to manipulate or do anything, that ain't gonna matter to me. Point is, those who saw my videos live on last week, and on one of those, I broke down, I said, hey, I was trying to show you guys with my wins and losses, and I'm not going to go through my trade history today for time's sake, but you seen where my balance was last week. And you can see from last week until today, and today is Wednesday, so basically within a week and a half, we can round this up with another $45. If I get another $45 or so, will this not be at 104,000 on this account? Type of yes if I'm right. I want you to watch the strategy. Okay, is Rob the only person to see it? Everybody else seeing this? Okay, this is running in front of you. Now it's at 941, 963. See, it's in front of you. I'm not hiding nothing. It's in front of you. It's running right now. Okay, because I got 2 trades running right now on this account. And one of those trades is what I sent out to the copycat group. This is why I don't like the whining. I don't want to hear it because I'm taking some of these trades myself on this account. Okay. So basically we can round up and say this is about 104,000. In order to pass this 100K challenge, I have to make 10%. What is 10% of 100,000? Talk to me. Type. I want you guys to hear this. And this is not going to be a long class because they don't require a whole length of this and that. Okay. Everybody got it? Yes. 10K. I have to make $10,000 in order to pass this challenge. I've already went over my trade history last week on this account. So if you didn't see it on YouTube, go back and you'll see me explain my wins and losses and how I recover from losses quickly to convert it back into something positive. I'm not going to do that in class today because I just want to get to this, get to questions, and then I got a lot of stuff to do because I got to get back in class today for myself. Okay. All right. So you're seeing this. So now here's the question. If I started this account on last Sunday, and today is Wednesday, so that means I'm at almost 104. I made almost $4,000, right? And how long? Watch this. How long? Oh yeah, I forgot they do have a second account is free. Well, dang it. Well, look at there. I'm gonna have 200K account. I forgot about that. Thank you, who said that. I sure did forget about that. Yeah, Robert, you're right. Yeah, go on propfirmmatch.com and they have a discount code. And yeah, that's the code. It was match. I forgot about that. Yeah, so once I pass this challenge, they're going supposed to give me a second account for free. So that means if I pass this challenge, not only will I get this 100K count, but I also will get a duplicate if I'm reading them correctly, which means I'll have $200,000 with one try. Praise God. That is not bad. All right. So here, let's get back to the strategy because I want everybody to be clear. So you're seeing that I started this account on last Sunday. It is now basically a couple of dollars away from $100 or so away from $110 away from being at $4,000. So can we just round it up to $4,000? So far, Uncle P has made about $4,000 profit on this account. Everybody okay with that? Type a yes if you're okay with that number. Everybody okay? You're seeing it with your own eyes. I'm not making nothing up. So can't nobody say I'm trying to scam you or this and that. You're seeing the numbers roll around right in front of you. Okay. Okay. You're seeing who I'm using. You're seeing it. Okay. So I started this with 100K. And you can see before I started these other two trades that are running, you can see what the number was. See, here was my current balance, but here's my current running balance. Because if I close the trades out, this is where the number is going to be. So before I took the trades, here's where it was. Here's where it is now. Okay. Very clear in front of everybody. All right. Here's the deal. So I decided here's how anybody could do it. You just have to be consistent because I've already showed you that I had wins and losses on the account. So that's not the issue. So why is it that with my wins and losses, I'm still profitable and only within 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, I'm already up 4K. So basically, do you guys believe that I should be able to pass this challenge within a month's time? If I've already made close to $4,000 on this account within a week and a half, do you believe within 1 month I can pass my challenge? Yes or no? Type, 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 type. Now, Robert says it depends. Robert, what do you mean? Depends on what? And we can open up the question and answer. Yeah, go right ahead. Thank you, Robert. Go ahead and unmute. Hi, Robert. Go right ahead. Yes, go ahead. You said
well, I mean, I assume you have something set to like if your daily drawdown reaches, I think theirs is 5, if I remember.
Correct. 5 daily
I
drawdown
assume
limit.
you have something set to where around 4.5% daily drawdown, it'll close everything.
So here's the deal.
Because if you don't, it'll freaking. I had that happen to me just a couple of weeks ago when things. I was just doing US 30, and things went south quick, and boom, 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 and I was out, and I'm like, what?
All right, but you're getting to the next point. How am I with my wins and losses? How am I still not going to be the person who's knocked out? I'll tell you why. There was a video of a guy who he does around 300K accounts. And he said, I never lose prop firm accounts. I still remember that video. You know how he never does? He said, I put on trade amounts that are so low that no matter what happens, no matter how many times my stop gets hit, I'm guaranteed not to be blown.
Yeah.
With this particular account, here's what my base number is. And this is the equation for you guys to remember. Okay. I started with a 100K account. So I only will use starting with 1 lot size. Because you brought up a valid point, which I'm glad you got to it a little bit early. You jumped the gun on me, Robert, but I'm glad you did.
Been there, done that.
Think about it. Think about it. Okay. If I take a trade, and let's go to the charts so I can show you guys this. Okay.
Yeah, and part of my issue too was when I saw US 30 taking a run, I would add extras in there, and I think that burned me.
Yeah. All right. So let me just find something that I might like. Okay. Let's just whatever. All right. Let me see this.
I think if I remember, I looked last night. 1% is just barely over 1 lot size. That's close enough.
To be honest with you, and I'm showing you guys what I do. Everybody do your own thing. Okay. Do your own thing. But for me, let's see. All right. Let's just say I want to take a buy. This is at the 38.2 Fibonacci level. It's hitting on a strong support level. And I'm not telling you to take this trade because I haven't done a full diagnosis on it. So I'm not telling anybody to do, take this trade. This is just for educational purposes. All right. So I'm seeing this hitting a very strong, did a very, very sharp pull down. Now it's sitting at support. Okay. Here's a strong support coming back here. Right here, this was resistance, broke through, and then it became support, came back up. Now it's retesting it. Okay. So I'm just going to say, hey, let's just for an example, take this trade. All right. So I'm going to take this trade and let's assume I'm on my prop firm account. I have a 100K account. What will be my lot size? Just so I don't have to do all this excess thinking. What is it going to be?
It's one.
Just one standard.
Yeah.
Now watch this. My average stop loss is going to be around 50 pips. Okay. Around 50 pips. Now, in this situation, since this is the next level down, I can leave it there. Okay. So with this, and that's only 20 pips. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'll cover over this and you tell me, how much am I risking? Can you see that, Rob? Or is it a little too small?
It says 240 and 31 cents.
You got it.
Okay.
How is it possible? How is it possible that I can blow a 100K account if that's all I'm risking on the trade?
I don't know. I don't know. It'd be kind of hard.
You can't. That's the point. Because like you said, here's the deception. Here's the deception with hold on, let me freeze this camera. All right, there you go. It's following me. All right, there we go. Keep it still. All right. I wasn't waving at you. I was waving to the camera. I got an AI camera. So if you do certain hand gestures, it knows to do XYZ. All right. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. The biggest problem with all retail traders is not your win-loss ratio. And I want you guys to write this in your notes. Okay.
Tracking stuff, it's like a 75% win-loss still makes you a lot of money.
It doesn't, you know what? I'm in a group where they have a strategy. They can win just 20% of the time and still be profitable.
Yeah.
20.
I believe it.
And I've seen it. As a matter of fact, I'm in the club and I said, oh my God, this is just freaking amazing. It has nothing to do with the win-loss ratio. That's what we focus on. We pips and we focus on win-loss ratio. But the truth is, if you talk to a bank, institutional trader, or professional traders, the first thing they're going to talk about is their risk management. And that seems to be the topic that's discussed with retail traders. But at the end of the day, retail traders focus more on how many pips I made, how much money I can make, how fast I can do it. And the one rule that the bigger institutions to which prop firms are, they are looking for people who understand how to control risk management. So the more they see you blow accounts, they just say, thank you for your service of giving us your money. But we already know you're not going to be somebody we want to work with long-term if it got serious.
Yeah. Yeah. I lost mine on the consistency rule. That's why I lost mine.
See?
Because I was over trading.
There you go.
But the difference between yours and mine, I was just doing US 30 only. So it may be, the lot size may be a little bit different.
No, because even on this account, I trade the US 30 on it as well. I take trades US. Yeah. So now I do lower it because the US 30 is a lot more expensive. What do you think I do? Do you think I still stick with the one lot?
That's what I was wondering. I would imagine you at least cut it now.
Absolutely not. The goal is, let me go and cover this deception with prop firms, first of all, so everybody's clear. How do I pop a prop firm account? Because psychologically in our heads when we're trading, we still think and believe we have a 100K account. But the question is, do I really? No, I don't. I don't really have, let me go here. And I'll let you go, Rob. Let me cover it. Thank you, Rob.
Okay.
Let me go here. All right, let me scroll down. All right, let's scroll down. Let's see. Give me a second. Go up. I'm having a hard time scrolling because I'm right on the, there we go. Okay. And you guys can see here that I keep my losses real small. And some of these like 5 cents, 6 cents, $66, $28, $98. See, but look at the wins. Even looking at this, okay, looking at these here. You see what I'm doing? If I don't like a trade, I will quickly get out of it. I'm not tripping because I know I can get back into a better one. I'm not here to showboat and show you, oh, look at my perfect trading record. I don't give a crap. I'm simply trying to make 10 racks a month. Type of amen if y'all with me. I want to make sure y'all getting every single bit of what I'm showing you. I don't know if anybody else who does this, but that's okay. You want somebody to show you that they really care? Okay, I'm showing you I really care. I'm showing you everything. Everything. Now, last week we already covered in class, and if you didn't go back and watch the replay, we covered in class trading with the flow of the markets, which means in the beginning of the week, I'm looking to do trend trades with the ocean wave. And then when midweek hits, meaning late Tuesday going into Wednesday, I'm looking for reversals. We've already covered that, and I've said that many times before, and I even confessed that I broke my rule, and as a result, it cost me because I broke my trading rule. Okay, so I hop right back on it and got it straight. So even looking at this here, you can see $448 win, $228 win, $498 win. But look at my loss, 98, 90, just say $99, $30, $67, $6, a nickel. Are you guys seeing this? Type a yes if you're seeing this. You're seeing this in front of your own eyes. And I'm not going for slam dunks. The market is way too shaky. So I am not going for normal 100 pips, 200 pip rolling. I'm not doing all that. I am in and out of these trades. 20 pips, 15 pips, 30 pips, I'm done. I'm already out. Smam, damn, thank you, ma'am. I'm out. I'm gone. Because the environment to which I'm trading is very hostile right now. I will repeat this again. The trading environment right now is very hostile. It's very volatile. So I'm not trying to go for the big wins. You have to know what environment you're trading in. If you get that wrong, then that's your problem. Number one, you're over leveraging. And number two, you're constantly trying to go for home runs, which is the biggest problem what people are doing with these prop firms. They're trying to be a one-hit quitter, a one-hitter winner, meaning, in other words, you're trying to get past the prop firm with 2 or 3 trades. And you're not paying attention to the trading environment and you're being greedy. So you're over leveraging and you're not being smart with the money. Type of 40 if you understand what I'm saying here. I don't know of any more important class than this one here for many of you guys who want to trade using OPM, other people's money. I am showing them I can be faithful. Let me give it to you biblically. The Bible says, if you can be faithful over a few things, he'll make you ruler over many. I'm trying to show not just God, but I'm showing these people I can be faithful with the money you give me. I'm not in a rush to try to quit my job and try to over leverage on the trades and do this and that is violating and messing things up. And then I got to keep going back and redo it again, repay them again, using a discount code to retake. No, I don't want to keep retaking. I want to just take my time because think about it. If you blow the account, okay, think about this, especially if you did prop firm accounts and you've been blowing them. How many times have you had to go back and repeat the lesson? Not just financially. Go back and add up how much money you've paid to retake challenges. But not only just in money, how long has it been since you started your first prop firm challenge until now? And yet you haven't passed it yet. So if that is the case, what is a big problem? The problem is you're trying to go too fast. And in your haste to try to hurry up and pass the challenge, you're actually wasting more time and money because you keep having to pay for the retakes. But in addition to that, you haven't progressed anywhere. And some of you guys been prop firm trading for months now. But if you would have took your time, just been patient, some of these trades are going to hit you in the mouth. That's okay. Come back and just be consistent. You could have passed it in a month, as you can see. So here's the deal. I look at, okay, that's cool. I got 103,000 going on 104,000. But the number I'm always watching is this number right here. What is my daily drawdown limit? You think you got $100,000 account, but the truth of the matter is, and let's do some math. Somebody give me $103,807 minus 96,828. Go. I want you guys to do this math. And while you're doing that math, take a look at here's part of my trade records. Look at how small my losses are compared to my winners. This is why my tolerance for the whining is really getting very thin. I don't want to hear it. We all going to take some on the chin. Just get in, get out. If you take a bigger hit, it's not a problem. Small hits, not a problem. We all going to get hit big or small. I don't care. Big wins, big losses, doesn't matter. As long as you are managing your money, you can still make it. And I'm still waiting on somebody. Okay. $103,807 minus 96,828. What is the number? This is critical. I don't even want to. Here's what the guy told me said in that video. He said, I ain't even trying to come close to their daily drawdown limit. All right. So 103, 807. Let's do it. Let's do it here. Okay. Let's just do it here. 103,807. Let me move this out the way because this is the number we're focusing on. Minus 96,828. I have a daily limit. Here's what my actual trading balance is. I want to make sure y'all getting this. I want to make sure y'all getting this. You keep thinking, oh, I just turned the camera on. Dang it. You keep thinking that you have $100,000 account. But if you subtract what your daily balance is, you realize you don't have $100,000 account. That is my actual balance I'm trading with. Uh-oh. That is the biggest prop firm move that almost all retail traders get tricked into. You take whatever that prop firm limit is, okay, your overall account, and subtract what your daily loss limit is. And you better keep your eye on that daily limit because that thing sometimes move around. Now, in my situation, it started at 5,000. Now that I made more, now it's almost at 7,000. See, they bump it up. But if I ever cross the line of this number, I have to go back to square one again. Don't pass go. No $200 for you in Monopoly. You got to start all over. And some of you guys have been starting over and over and over and over. And half of your paycheck is going to these prop firm challenges because nobody is telling you this. So now when your uncle says to you that I am not going to exceed, watch this. I'm not going to exceed one standard. Or if I do, here's what I do. Now here's step number 2. Watch this. Watch this. Let's just say I want to add a position. Okay, because maybe I got in a little bit too early. It drew down a little bit more than what I thought. And I say, but I still know it's going to make that move. So then I will only add an additional half a lot. Okay, 0.0. There we go. Okay. Now, combined, if this one, let's move this here. Let's do some math. If my stop loss on this it's going to render me, and this is just 20 pip stop. Sometimes I do 25 pips or whatever I see fit, but down here it's way too far away. I think this is safe enough. Because see, I'm not judging my stop loss based on how many pips. I'm judging it looking at this time frame and saying, what's the probability of it reaching down to the next level? That's the other thing you have to look at. Your stop losses are way too tight. And you're judging your stop losses based on how much money you want to make and how much you don't want to lose. But a professional trader looks at zones, areas of support and resistance from higher time frames and says, what's the probability of this thing going down to this area? And if it's an improbability of it going down that low, then that's where I'm going to go. And I'm going to take it, Pooh. If you're at the 38.2, the probability of you dropping all the way to the 50% retracement. And by the way, all this is built into the sexy analyst. I don't trade without it during midweek reversal. Okay. Wednesday comes, guaranteed. I am not looking at Ocean Wave. I am only looking at Sexy. Okay. It's all on the website if you want it. But the point is, here it is looking like a big stop loss when in essence, this right here is only 20. It's only about 20 pips. Okay. And I'm risking about 250 bucks. So if on a full lot is $250, what's a half a lot going to be? What's half of 250? 125. Okay. So now let's clear this. So my overall bunch together, if I even took a second entry, so 250 plus 125, that equals how much am I risking on this total trade with two positions? Type. I want y'all to see this with your own eyes. All right, come on, I'm waiting on y'all. Thank you, Donna. I often say I only see one person. So the question is, if the daily limit is $5,000 daily limit, and on one trade, watch this, have a $5,000 daily limit minus, let's even round it up to $400. $5,000 daily limit minus $400. How am I coming close to my having the account being blown? Are you guys seeing what I'm saying? Something's wrong. Something's wrong. I can have the worst trading week and still not come close to blowing my account. I can go into drawdown and still not blow my account. Type out amen if you guys are seeing exactly what I'm doing. I'm showing you literally what I'm doing. And last week, I showed you guys bigger losses. So I'm not saying all my losses are small. I had suffered big losses last week too, because guess what? The market was crazy. It was nuts. And I showed you guys that in a live video. So go on YouTube. It's in concrete. It's still in my history. Go check my live trades on last week. And in the same prop firm account I'm showing you today, where I showed you, hey, I took on some big couple of $100 hits, like, the $400 hits and several of them. But I showed you, okay, here's how I got the money back. But even with those kind of hits of $400 each, how was I close to even hitting my $5,000 daily limit? I wasn't. I was never at risk of blowing this account. I had to weather a storm, but I was never close to blowing my account. And this works whether you're doing a prop firm account or whether you're doing a personal account. It doesn't matter. The formula is still the same. Your risk management is vital to survive the storm. Because when the storm is over, markets start getting beautiful again. No, I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to go through my whole trade history. I did some of that last week, and I'm not going to do that today. But that brings up a whole bunch of questions, and I ain't going to get into that. But it's still the same thing, Rob. Just lower the lot size to accommodate, and it's still the same. Same thing. Same thing. Same thing. It's all about how much you're putting on trades. Okay. how much you put in on the trade to show them I can handle the money you gave me. Yeah, I'm like I said, I don't want to go through all that because I don't want to go through my trade history. You can check it last week. I think I showed a bunch of the trades and you can see it on that because I recorded it live. Okay, sounds good. Okay, cool. Thank you, sir. All right. Because I don't want to, because the reason why, like I said, I recorded my trades last week. So if you see it in history, you'll see my trade history last week. Today, I don't want to do that because it's going to open up a can of worms on this trade, that trade. And I really don't want to focus on that. I just want to focus on the concept today. And then I got to get out of here because I got to do my own class. I got a class to go to. Okay. All right. So let me go to Derek, you had a question. Go right ahead. If you have questions, raise your hand now, please, and I can start answering questions. Even if you're never part of the Super Easy or you're just a friend of somebody who's trying to trade and you have questions just to make sure, are they tripping or whatever, just raise your hand now. Okay, go ahead, Derek.
How you doing?
How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. You good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good. Sorry, I've just got a quick question. When it comes to your copy trader system, right? Is it compatible with various platforms besides MT4 and MT5? Because a lot of the brokers now, or a lot of the prop firms, seem to be moving away from MT4 and MT5 and going for alternative platforms. Like DX Trade and what's the other one?
C Trader and
Matchmaker.
Yeah, just so you guys know, I'm working on something. As a matter of fact, that's part of my schedule today, which is to meet with one of my developers. We're trying to have C Trader up first. We ran into a glitch, but once we get past that, then I'll be making that announcement once we have that up and running. Yes.
Right. Yeah. It's just seems like everywhere they're just fleeing from MT4, MT5 like it was AIDS. We're just taking off, just leaving it. So it's crazy time. So one more question. I could tell you're very busy you guys to go.
And I apologize. Let me say this, Rob and everybody, I do apologize, but yeah, listen, if you didn't pay $3,600, guess what? We're going to take your class serious too. So I'm not trying to miss my classes. So I apologize for not being able.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all.
So I apologize.
No problem. No worries. Secondly, though it sounds like a stupid question, but
No.
I'm looking to open up a prop account with like a 200K one, right? I'm thinking now with the copy trader system, I'm just thinking, what would you recommend to be the standard lot size to use your copy trader system? If I was going to use Dr. Elvis, you, Jenny, all the trades, what would you recommend?
All right, so I'm gonna go back to my simple calculation. Do your own thing. Can't tell people what to do. I'm telling you what I do to keep very simple for me. Okay, me.
Perfect.
Here's me. I want to be very clear. I'm just saying what I'm doing. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm doing. I want to be very clear. I don't want nobody out there. Oh, Uncle P, he did this and it didn't work. Man, look, I said this is what I'm doing. Okay.
No problem.
Okay. All right, here's me. 100K account, I'm gonna start with one lot. 200K account, I'm gonna start with two lots. 300K account, I'm gonna start with three lots. $500,000 account, 5 lots. Do you see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
I'm keeping whatever the number is, that's the lot size I'm gonna start with. Now, as I'm increasing my balance, then I can add on a little bit more to that if I want to. So like for an example, if I get to 100 and if I get 105,000, then I can bump it up to 1.5 lot size. Do you see how that works?
Right. Yeah.
If I have a 200K account, okay, I'm at 200K, I'm gonna use two standards. If I get it to 205,000, I'll make it 2.5 lot size. In other words, I'm just keeping it so low just to what is my ultimate goal? Is it really, watch this. Thank you for your question. Everybody hear me. Hear what I'm saying to you. In a nutshell, what am I actually telling you? Am I trying to put a deadline on how fast I'm trying to pass this challenge? Did you hear me say anything about that? Other than I anticipate when I should be finished. But what if I'm not finished by then? I don't
Right.
care. What is my ultimate first goal? I don't want to do a retake.
Yeah.
And there's only one way you can do that. It's managing how much you're putting on these trades so that even if you take a hit or a bunch of hits, you can still survive and never come even close to the daily limit. And that means if tomorrow becomes a better trading day, I can always make it back and keep the party moving. But if I'm too high on my lot size, for an example, okay, I got a 100K account. Well, Uncle P, that's too small. I'm going to go put 10 lot size. Well, let's just go take a looky who. Okay, watch this, brother. Let's pretend this is a 100K account. And I say, nah, man, I hear what Uncle Pete talking about, man, but I want to go ahead and put me 10 lots because I got a 100K account. All right, cool. Here we go. Watch this. All right. I'm in this trade, 10 lots. Okay. See, 10 lots. I'm going to put the stop right back at the same spot. Now, what was my daily drawdown limit to start with a 100K account? How much was it? 25. I'm sorry. The daily drawdown limit on a 100K account is 5%, which means I have $5,000 to play with. Technically.
Yeah.
Are you with me? So,
Yep. Yep.
okay. Watch this. I'm gonna hover over this. Now that $240 just turned into $2,400. What if I lose this trade? How many more chances do I have to play? Only one more. I'm already going to be reaching 5,000 limit with just 2 losses. And this is what whining retail traders do all the time. 2 or 3 trades and they're out of the game. Do you see the difference?
Yeah. It's greed.
That is the problem. It's you trying to fast. And then if the market acts crazy on you, you can't come back from that quick enough. Because if you lose 2,500 on one trade, do you think they're going to say, well, you know, Uncle P did tell me to go to one lot size, so let me go to just one lot size. Do you really think they do that? No. What do they do? Binge trading. Oh, I got to hurry up and make that money back. So what do? They hit it again real hard. And then after the second trade doesn't work in their favor, you're a 2-trade wonder, and you're already gone. And you're the person looking for that discount code called retake. What's the retake code? Is there a discount for retakes? Do you see the problem?
Yeah.
Told you.
Yeah. Makes sense. It makes sense.
Look how good I am on this call. On it, I am good at what I do. Lord have mercy. I love when this stuff happens. Look, I'm up 4 pips on this. I told y'all I couldn't recommend this trade, but there's a hard slam pattern sitting on the strong support level. And look, I'm already up, right? Boom. I'm already in profit. So now this is what people like. You mean with 4 pips, with 10 lots, you already up $500? Yeah, I am. I'm already up $500. But what if it would have went the other way? I'll be down 500, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
You see what greed do?
Yeah. It's a bit like Las Vegas. It's like being in a casino, you know?
Brother,
you know what I
can't,
mean? Yeah.
I can't make this.
Go ahead.
Showing people exactly why things are not working out for us. So every time I keep hearing about people, and some people, they take it on the chin, they be like, oh, okay, I'll learn my lesson. I don't have a problem with that. We all done that. That's cool. I respect people like that. Okay. They can take it on the chin and keep it moving, keep it joking. But I am sick and tired of the whiners. I am. Because guess what? The market can do you in, but part of this is our fault if we're constantly doing what the market should. It's telling you, look, don't trust me. That's what the market has basically been telling us over the last month. Don't trust me. I'll go off on you at any given time.
Yeah.
And the truth of the matter is, and I'm gonna be, if you know this market can go off on you like a relationship, do you really want to be? You got to ask yourself, is this the relationship I want to be in?
Yeah. I like to be a long distance runner. I like to be a long distance runner and a 100-meter sprinter and this thing. So I'm happy just to have like as a target, a monthly target, like 4%, 5% per month. As long as it's all about consistency, as far as I'm concerned, you know. As long as I'm consistent.
Though, here's the problem. Most people want this money quick, fast, and in a hurry. Any hurdles, they out. They whining, complaining, and they're out. And the truth of the matter is, it's like you said, we have to trade for a full calendar year, like any other investment trade. We don't whine and complain over a week or 2 or 3 weeks, or if there's a turbulent month, especially when you clearly see what's causing it. There's wars going on and economic bad data, and it's a presidential season, all in one storm. Okay, you just got to let that pass. See what I'm saying? You can't cry about that. It is what it is. So the markets are just going to be unstable, and you just have to do what I'm doing. Lower the lot size so you can survive the storm.
Yeah. Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, it's looking at the bigger picture, what's happening, as exactly what you just highlighted, you know, the political situation, the war situation, everything, there's pure madness going on. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm looking for a long-term solution so that I can have a plan B to fall back on. Because I got a 9-to-5 job. And I know, you know, what it's like, you know, in a 9-to-5 job, you've got to have something. You've been talking about that for 5 years, 6 years. You know, I remember having this conversation with you long time ago. And I want to apologize. I haven't been in the meeting. You know, I haven't been attending your lectures as much as because I have to admit, I did stop trading for a while because I was messing up, you know, a little bit. So I'm trying to get back on the wheel, back in the wagon again. But I'm just looking at conservative targets, you know, every month. So I want to have consistency come in, you know, and say, right, this is my income. But I've got to think it's a long-term game, you know, because too much craziness out there at the moment, you know.
So anyway, let me get to this next hand because I got a lot of hands and I got to get out of here for class. Let me get to the next one. Thank you, D.
Yeah, you take care, yeah?
You too. Thank you for sharing. I'm glad he's getting it. Somebody getting it. See, this is what people like. See, 5 and 6 pips. See, I'm only up 6 pips, but I made $700. I'm up 700. I'm up 700. See, this is the nice stuff. This is what people like. Okay, I get it. I'm up 700 in front. By the way, some people, I'll never take. This is in front of you. I told you why I thought this was what I say I couldn't call this as a trade, but I sure can explain why it was attractive to me. I said, look at this level. And if you have the sexy analyst, it already has the pre-built in Fibonacci levels. You already know this is a hard slant pattern. I told you this before I took the trade. So don't say I don't be telling y'all nothing up in this class and lying on me. Okay. You can see it. But here's what people like. With just 6 pips, I'm already up $700 with 10 standards. So people love that. But the problem is, what if it went the other way? I'll be down $7, $8, $1,000 on my $5,000 daily limit, just like that. So it's pretty when it works for you, but it's terrible when it don't. Type out amen if y'all understand what I'm saying. See, everybody happy. Oh, look at what they just did. Yeah, I can do this all day. But see, I'm cool with if it goes the wrong way too. Are you? Are you? Okay. All right. Let me get to this next hand. Robert, go right ahead. Unmute.
There we go. 2 quick things. As far as funding traders, they also have the add-ons. You probably saw these for 0 swap fees, 0 commission, 100% profit split, which technically isn't a split to me, and 7-day payouts if you want to pay for them.
Yeah, those add-ons. Yeah.
Yep.
Like I said, I just go. What I suggest people do so you'll know who he is, which is different from a lot of prop firms out there. A lot of prop firms they hide themselves, and I express this to you guys, and I didn't mean to try to make light of anybody who was a victim of one of the prop firms that was out there. But he even talked about it. He said, "Man, you should know better." And I would say the same thing when I was shopping around for prop firms. And I came across the same one with swords and dragons, and I was like, "Oh my freaking God! No way I'm gonna actually do business with them." And come to find out, guess what? They went away, and here's the problem: they went away, but they can restart another one, and you'll never even know who they are. Why? Because they never showed your face. With this guy, he's raw in the mouth, but at least you know who he is. You can look him up and see his trade history where he's been in the market for over 30 years. So it's a person who's actually been in the business of trading. So, you know, if you like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. But my point is, I like dealing with people where you're not hiding, because then it gives a little bit more integrity to what you're doing. Because if it works out, cool. If it ain't, at least you're not hiding and running behind the scenes. And that's what a lot of them are doing. They can quickly just restart another one, redo a new website, their marketing right back out again, and you'll think it's a brand new company, not realizing it was the same one who got you the last one.
That was the video you shared a few weeks ago. Right after that is actually when I started with him, just because he was up front like that. And I also started using prop firm match to stay away from white label prop firms.
Me
because
too.
of the way he explained it.
Yep, me too. I did the same, brother.
Second question, and I know this will vary from person to person, but do you have a strict procedure? Like for me, when I finally pass one of these bigger challenges, I don't want to leave a lot of money on there for very long, because you and I both know everything can go in a heartbeat. So
Yeah.
do you have a strict limit or procedure you go by to when you withdraw from it?
No, just when I want to. Just like when I
Okay.
close trade. Like I got enough 20, 30 pips, I'm snatching my money. I'm gone. This market crazy, y'all. So same thing with withdrawals. You know what? Should I tell them this?
All right. But I wouldn't leave it on there too long. If I got the 7-day payout, I was going to do it every 7 days.
There you go. I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, there you go. I'll keep my mouth shut on certain things. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Hey, private message it to me and I'll let you know if you should share it.
No, it's all good.
That's all I got.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Always helpful. Matter of fact, Robert was the one who gave us that list of prop firm match. So, Rob, thank you for that. I think it was you, Rob. But either way it goes, you always give them good information. So, thank you for that. All right, Alex, let's go to
which list was that?
Prop firm match. Weren't you the one?
Oh,
who
yeah,
posted?
I shared the link. Yeah, I shared the
Yeah,
link.
that's what, and it's been
They
helpful.
have a lot of good details on there for sure.
Yeah. By the way, see, this is what people like. Look at how much I made right in front of you guys, $1,000. Okay. So I can take this trade and say, okay, I'm done. All right, I'm out. So I just made $1,000 right in front of you guys with 10 standards on the 100K account. All right. Not on my prop firm account. Okay. But on this account right here in front of you guys, I just made $1,000. Okay. With 10 standards. That's fine. But actually look at my account balance. It was actually at 6,000 or what, $1,000. So it was at 5,300. And this is what some of y'all doing. It was at 5,300. So this is actually a good example, because realistically, you got a 100K account, but really what you have is only about $5,000. Because if you blow it, you can go past 5,000, you're done. So yeah, it looks great that I just made $1,000 in front of you guys on this account with 10 standards, right? Type of yes if that was cool. I did it right in front of everybody. I even marked it up and said, here's why I think this is a good one. Right in front of everybody. Okay, can't nobody say I'm scamming. This is a live class. I just did it in front of you, okay, with 10 standards. But what if it would have went the other way in that short amount of time? And I just did it in what, 10 or 15 minutes? 10 or 15 minutes, right in front of everybody. It will take about 10 to 15 minutes, okay? And by the way, watch this, scalpers. Notice I didn't take a single look at the lower time frame, did I? All this is happening today. I told you this is going to be one of the most important classes you've ever attended. I just did all of this and I never went to a lower time frame. So the truth of the matter is, to be a scalper, you don't have to be on the lower time frame. I just scalped and scalping means 10 or 20 pips. I just took 8 pips with $1,000. 8 pips. And I did it all from the 4 hour. I just took my money and ran. See, anytime you close your trade out at 10 pips or more, or 10 pips or whatever, that is considered a scalp. You don't have to be on the lower time frames where it's more risky. I like my higher time frames because I can see the bigger picture. There was no way I could have marked up this from a 5-minute time frame. Now I can mark it up and drop to a 5-minute time frame. Nothing wrong with that. I have no problem with it. Do whatever style works for you. But I'm saying people are being taught that you have to scalp from a 1 minute and 5 minute. You don't. It's just any time frame I'm taking the trade and I see I made 10 pips or whatever, and it was a quick, fast move. Yeah, I'm going to take my money, which, by the way, hold on. I got to stop sharing the screen for a minute. I got to check something. Okay. Give me a second. And while we're doing this, let me switch over to Derek. No, Alex. Alex, go ahead and unmute.
Morning, Uncle P.
Morning.
Morning, good morning. Same, thanks to Robert for proposing prop firm match because yeah, I went through some trouble too, but after finding about that, I haven't had trouble since, so thank you. And second of all, just quick question. What is your opinion on, let's say specifically, instead of the two-step, the one-step? And specifically for this prop firm you're using, the one-step only gives you a 5% total drawdown, 4% daily drawdown. Obviously, you get the benefit of the one step, but just what's Uncle P's opinion?
I always do one steps, man. Two steps are too long for me. That is where I got a little patience. I have very little patience for doing two things twice. You know what I mean? Look, if you can do it in one step, then let me just do it in one step, which is what this challenge is that I'm doing. It's a one stepper. Okay. I don't like
Understood.
I can do a two step on the dance floor, but a one step. Just being honest with you, bro. Hold on one second. This thing is looking very nice. Give me 1 second, y'all. But yeah, I only do one steppers, which is why I like them. They offer two steps and they offer one step. So me, I'll just take the one stepper. I'm cool with that. Give me one step and I'm out. But because to me, to be honest with you, the way I'm going about it, I'm taking my time anyway. So it doesn't matter whether I'm doing a two step or the one step, because at the end of the day, I'm going at a slow speed anyway. I'm not trying to be a one hit wonder. So it doesn't matter to me, if that makes sense.
That's also why it doesn't scare me to take a one step. If you
That's
take it
exactly.
easy, there should be no worries.
Yes, you got it. See, you cooking, bro. You cooking.
Appreciate it, Uncle. Thank you.
See how the mindset makes a big difference in this business. You see what I'm saying? The mindset makes a big difference in this business. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm closing out money. Woo. This one, should I? Give me 1 second. I think I'll leave that one running. Cool. All right, and I will leave this one. Give me 1 second, you guys. I'm still here. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one running. All right, cool. All right, so now let me go back. Okay, and now let me go back and share my screen. Thank you guys for your patience. All right, let me go back here. And you can see, oh, there we go, right in front of y'all. You see, there you go. Everybody see on my screen? Type a yes if you see my screen. Where's it at? 4,000. Told you, right in front of you. Right in front of you. So in a week and a half, I already made 4,000. So then I'm well on the way to passing my prop firm challenge, and I'm not even over leveraging. This is right in front of your eyes. I'm not making this up. It's right here. And you can still see the numbers, and they're very active with this. This is also why I like them, because I have a running total. So there's no excuse for them to say, oh, this, and this. Now, the reason this is a running total, the difference between this and this is because my remaining position, if I close it, it will be at this exact number. But for now, this is how much I've actually closed in profits. These are closed profits. This is my running total on my last position. Okay. Everybody clear on that? So if I literally close this other position, it'd be locked in at 104,000. So I made a $4,000 profit in a month. I'm sorry, in a week and a half. So if I keep being consistent, do you believe again that I should be able to pass this prop firm within a month making 10,000? Type of yes. This is critical. Watch the one I'm about to ask. Watch this. Okay, watch this. Very, very important what I'm about to say. Because this whole time we've been talking about one thing, which is passing the prop firm challenge. But here's the question. If I can pass the challenge and make 10,000 in a month, after I passed it, and I be consistently doing the same thing, couldn't I average about the same to where at the end of each month, I can actually withdraw 10,000? Because now it's no longer a challenge, it's actually a live account. somewhere, give or take, even if it's 7,000 one month, 11,000 one month, averaging, doing the same routine, not going too fast, not trying to rush and try to get it done in 2 days. Can I average between, let's just roughly say, even 5 to 10,000 a month, doing the same thing I'm doing now? Type of 10 if I'm right. Because this is what I was trying to get you guys to see. If I can do this consistently with wins and losses, because it was more about my consistency and my leverage. It wasn't about how many trades and the winning percentage. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I got to talk about this. This is so big. Okay, this is going to be real good. And Derek, I see you. I got you. And iPhone, you'll be the last person because I do got to get to work. Okay. Not to work, but to class. All right, watch this. Watch this. Oh, this is so good. Okay. This is going to be so good. Can anybody answer this question? What part of this challenge are they asking me to count how many pips I made? Donna, I'm finna get them. Donna, I'm finna get them. I'm finna get them. Look at the challenge. My goal for them is to make $10,000 or 10%. What part of that did they say that I have to show proof of how many pips I made per trade? Oh, Jesus, they ain't gonna like this, Jesus. Let me get some gum. Let me get some gum, Jesus. Oh, Lord, they ain't gonna like me. They ain't gonna like me. He don't show his pips. Why don't you show your pips? You need to show your pips. Did the prop firm ask me to show pips? Or did the prop firm ask me to show profits? Did the prop firm even care how many pips I made per trade? Or when I'm going through that win-loss, or do they even care? Or do they care, did he make the 10,000 to pass the challenge, or did he not? Now, if he passed the challenge and made the 10K, but he didn't make the tip count requirement. Oh, Jesus, they don't like me. They up the Lord, they don't like me. Let me chew this gum. Let me sip a little water. Refreshing. Marcus, thank you very much. Marcus said you can't withdraw pips. So when I'm getting told by retail traders, why aren't you showing how many pips you're making per trade? Because I don't care. And why don't I care? Because they don't care. That's a retail trader's conversation who makes it all about how many number of pips. I just took a trade in front of y'all, literally in front of you, and made $1,000. How many pips did I actually make that $1,000 with? Can somebody type, please? I'm helping some of y'all to be free from the foolishness. Be free from it. This is called brainwashing. You're washing the brain. It's dirty with dumb stuff. You're making it all about things that don't even matter. I did 8 pips on this trade and made $1,000 with 10 standards in front of y'all. 8 pips, 8.4 pips or whatever. This is recorded. Oh, I forgot to hit the recording, but I'll use the YouTube link and put that in the recording so they're still recording anyway. So it'll still be there. So you'll still be able to go back and look at this live trade. Is it making more right in front of your eyes? It sure is. So I could have made more, but I see it's reaching this level and stalling out, and it's close to London close. There we go. Look at this candle, hesitation candle. Look at that. Why are they always closing trades out early? Because we're looking at things you don't look at. Your greedy self. You all about how many pips. We about making that money. Here's a hesitation area. Okay. Here's where the candle stopped again. It came close here, came close there, touched again, and then here was this. Yeah, I'm gonna take them 8 pips and take that G stack and run. I don't care about no. Well, why didn't you go for 20 pips? Because that's your foolish self. You worry about all that. And that's why you ain't never made a withdrawal. That's why you ain't never passed the prop firm challenge. Because you still thinking like a retail trader, when in essence, these people who are worried about are you going to pass a prop firm or not, they don't care about that foolishness. Because this is now you stepping into the big boys game. And the big boys don't care about that foolishness. They always showing you percentage numbers or they're looking at the dollar signs. They don't care how many pips per trade you did. When are you going to wake up? Do you see why the whining gets to me now? It's just, I've been doing this with teaching people since 2018, 2019. It's starting to get to me because how long do I have to keep telling you the same? I've been telling you this for years. I remember Jesus said, how long shall I be with you? In other words, even Jesus got tired of constantly teaching the same thing over and over and over again. He's like, how long is it going to take for y'all to wake up? These people don't care. Do you see any pip count up here with your eyes? This is my prop firm account. This is a challenge I'm in. Do you see anywhere where they're counting pips? Even this scale right here. Do you see them counting pips? Where do you see pips? Look at this. Even the objectives. What are they? The objectives are in. Look at this. Okay. Look at this. Ticket number, the symbols, what type, volume, which means, see, you can see lot sizes. Okay. What time I open the trade, the open price, the stop losses, the take profits, which you see, I don't even put take profits on mine. I do that for y'all in the CC group. Hey, you put your trade didn't put the take profit. Relax. I'm not going to wait for it to hit that anyway. That's why on my account, I don't put them. I'm going to get in and get out. This market ain't that type of environment right now. When the market soothes down, yeah, I'll be all about that. But I already know I'm going to be jumping about that thing quick. Type of 50 in the box if you hear what I just said. See the difference between a professional trader and a retailer? How many do you see me putting any take profits on here? Not telling you can't, in case you don't have the time to look at charts, you should. But if you have the time and you know you're in a shaky environment, I already know this thing is shaky as I don't know what. So I ain't gonna be sitting up there holding it for 70 pips anyway. Soon as this thing jump in my favor, man, I'm taking my money. I'm out. Deuces, babe. I'm gone. That's why you see a large number of trades that I have taken, because they do show you a number of trades. I'm in and out of these bad boys like Batman and Robin. I'm in and out. I'm in and out. And look at these losses: $99, a nickel, $7, $67, $28, $98. Now, see, this is this week, okay, or whatever week this was before the storm hit. I showed you guys when the storm hit. Yeah, I took hundreds of dollars of hits, but I came right back punching. But at the end of the day, see, look, they even show my average risk to reward, 1 to 1.1.5. I'm in and out. Hold on, I'm trying to show y'all something. Okay. One second, let me see if I can pull this down just a bit more. Okay, well, that's good enough. Point is, look, daily loss percentage, max loss percentage, profit target percentage. Everything is in what? Did they say one time in pips? Did they say pips one time on this thing here? Y'all looking at it. Did they say pips? Didn't they say pips? But in the retail space, that's all you hear about. Well, how many pips did you do? How come you ain't posting how many pips per trade? Because in real life, we don't care. Either you're making money or you're not. Told you guys this is going to be a helpful class. It's hard dragging people's minds from the gutter to think on another level. People say they want to get to these levels, but it's hard for them to make the mental transition to get there. And because they can't make the mental transition to see what professionals are actually looking at, they want to bring you down to their level. And if you don't do it, you get called names. You can call me whatever you want, but one thing you're going to call me is successful because I'm going to pass this challenge. Call me whatever you want. But you're going to have to call me profitable because that's what my goal is. I ain't worried about all that stuff. If this is helpful, type a 500 and let me get these last two hands. I want to make sure I'm helping people to see with your own eyes, what is Uncle doing? What is he doing? And I'm being as transparent as possible. So my video last week, it was not about bragging. I'm showing you a pathway that I am personally taking on my journey so that with each, now just imagine, because this is what Dr. Elvis was trying to tell you guys, okay? Which is what the testimony came from. The guy said he has, what, 10 or 20 accounts? This is exactly what Dr. Elvis was talking about. If you can maintain your consistency, so if I can do 4,000 on this account in a week and a half, and let's just say it takes me to another couple of weeks and I pass this challenge. Let's just say it takes me 30 days to pass a challenge. Now I am no longer in a challenge, it's a live account. So on this account now I'm making 10,000 a month. But what if I had 5 more accounts? And I did the same thing because I had learned to be consistent, learn how to weather a storm, and I just kept the motion going. Now I got 5 accounts at 100,000 each. So am I not trading $500,000 account? And if I'm only making $10,000 per account per month, how much am I actually making a month? Type, 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 type. Type, 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 type. 10,000 a month times 5 of these prop firm accounts. How much am I making? Without over leveraging. Without having to do retakes. Without stress that if this trade loses, the whole party is over. None of that exists in my world. It exists in yours. I'm not worried about how many pips, which by the way, I just closed out 26 pips or 30 pips for the CC group. Go check and see. I just closed out. That's why I had to go off screen, had to close out the money for you guys to lock in that money. See, 26 pips, I'm good. I'm out. I'm calm, bro. So with the trade I closed out last night, which was, I seen it went down, but it was acting funny. So I closed that one for about 13 pips, okay? In and out. You can see what I did with just 8 pips, okay? But I did 13 on that first one and 26 on that one. How many pips is that? Type. 13 plus 26, how much is that? In 24 hours, just for my trades. That's mine's in the copycat group. How much is that? Rich say you making the church say amen. Thank you, Rob. So that's 1 pip less than 40 pips. That's 39 pips. You see what a damage I can do with just 8 pips. Just imagine you did it with 39. But you did it across 5 or 10 prop firm accounts. You can see how quickly and easily you can build your portfolio. Okay, let me get to Derek and then let me get to the next one and I've got to go. Derek, go right ahead. Sorry for the wait, brother. Hey, D.
How you doing? How you doing, Uncle P?
What's up with you, bro? What's up with you?
Nothing much. I'm gonna keep it real. The only person I know who had pips was Gladys Knight.
You sure right about that? Oh, that would make my day, bro. Thank you for that.
Man, yes, man. I'm telling you, man, they gotta understand, man. And like I shared in the group yesterday, like, because I'm taking the prop firm challenge, what you showed on, your screen and stuff. they even getting tired. They put out an announcement like, we tired. You know, they even manage it now. They say if you do that, they're gonna automatically cancel your prop firm challenge, because they say it's costing them money because you just constantly gambling and gambling. Then you have people mad. But like you saying, when you do these prop firm challenges, it's all about the stop loss, man. You don't have that. You gotta look at the stop loss. You gotta do management, because like they would, like, you know, I guess, you know, the prop firm that you had on the screen, they was like, we looking for, like you've been saying this for years. We're looking for people that, you know, that can know how to manage money. We're not looking for gamblers. And then a lot of people was mad. And then they say they got some kind of instrument in there that can detect that now, like quick. They said they're not playing no more, man. And you've been telling and telling and telling, and they ain't listening. And like I said, when I started, I'm like, me and you and Liz and the rest of us, Robert, we don't look at pips. We're looking at money. I don't look at none. We're looking at what the institution looking at from a macro perspective. But you got to learn how to manage your money. You can't just be gambling, like you saying, doing a crapshoot. Oh, my God, I'm finna put 2 lots on a $10,000 prop for, man. No, man. Automatically, man, look, that a little drawdown, and it's a wrap for you. So yeah, Uncle P, you know, this a good class, man. Tell these folks, man, no such thing as pips. If you want Gladys Knight, and you ain't on that train to Georgia, then man, it's a wrap. Go start using money management, man. Even she told you when she was leaving. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, oh, that is so refreshing. Thank you for sharing, man. I
No
appreciate you.
problem, man. No problem.
These people been working my last nerve, Lord have mercy. Donna, thank you. Donna, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, God, they've been working my last nerve. Got me getting out of character, boy, these people. That's why I'm doing this, so that people can, there's no way possible you can't see what I'm showing you. You can't say that I'm not going through the same storms you're going through. And then, well, why is this person? Because of the money management. That is the separating difference between you and them. That is the separating difference between you lasting and the other person who don't. Everybody gonna hit storms. Everybody, no matter who you are, you're gonna hit a storm. But once the storm passes, you can come right back. That's why I'm doing this. There's no excuse why you can't, unless you was doing too much. Okay. All right, let me get to this last hand and I gotta go. I only see a name. Hi, Liz. By the way, that's Liz. Liz. iPhone, I only see just the iPhone name. Yes, go ahead. I can hear you.
Hello?
Yes, hi. I can hear you.
You hear me, Uncle P?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hi, how are you?
Okay. Hey, Uncle P, this kid. I've been calling you about the copy trade and everything. I talked to my son last week.
Oh, yeah, hi.
Yeah, Cashley.
What's happening?
Anyway, yeah, nothing, man, I'm just chilling. I just want to ask you a question. Listen, I'm with the people you with now, and they said my copy trade account is being blocked. It's blocked. So I don't know what that means, but I've been having trouble, after copycat for quite a while with them. So I'm just trying to see what is kind of like the best way I can kind of trade other than the copy trade. I do got the Ocean Wave, and I do got that, and it do work. It do works great, but I just trying to see, do I need to copy some trades like y'all copy from, like, how y'all did old school?
Yeah, you can do the same.
Whoever, I mean, Cinnamon or yeah, it was.
Regular account. Are you doing a prop firm account or a regular?
I've been using. Yeah. See, I did see. Okay, when I got the copycat about 2 months ago, I had put it on the prop firm account, but I had got a little one, about $50 just to sample it out, and it just ain't been working. I mean,
you had got it. Everything was working pretty good for a minute, for about two or 3 weeks this month. Then I checked it in the other day, and that's what it showed me. It's inspired a block. It's blocked to some in that round. So I could manual trade. I'd be having time to do it.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, what you think is really the best way? That's kind of frustrating to me.
Yeah, here's the reason why I asked that question. The reason I asked that question is because some prop firms, what you want to look up, and that's where propfirmmatch.com comes in. Hold on one second. Let me stop sharing for a second. Let me show you this real quick. This was very helpful. Give me a second. I'm pull up this website and then I'll bring it up right on screen for you guys. Propfirmmatch.com. Let me see. Okay, let me pull this. Okay, all right, let me put this on screen for you guys. Okay, so right here on PropFirmMatch, they have a lot of things that you can add to screen out. One of the things is, do they have their own in-house technology? Watch this. Look at what it says right here, trade copying. So you can click on that and you can click on, do they have the MT4? Do they have the MT5? And stuff like that. And once you click go, let me see where that is. Down here, it'll pull up a bunch of different ones that will tell you whether they allow that or not. Okay. And that's what you're looking for. Which ones allow this and which ones don't. Let me see something. Let me check my scrolling speed. Okay. Yeah, that slowed it down a bit. All right. My thing is scrolling real fast. I gotta. Let's see something. Sorry about that. I probably got to go into my mouse settings. Oh, that's hecka slow. Trying to go in here, but oh, there you go. The search now button. Okay, here it is. Oh, come on. Oh, there it is. Okay, I see you. There it is. I found it. I found it. All right. So right here, once you do all that stuff, you can click on one step challenge, click on all the different things you're looking for, and then click right here on search now and let it pull up whatever is available. And see, it pulls up a list of the ones who allow you to have copy trades, one-step challenges. It kind of show you how much they charge for, whatever amount you're trying to do and all these different things. So this is what I would look at right here if I was you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And they'll screen out and you can say, okay, these are the ones that are allowed to have this, 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 and this. So this is a great, excellent tool, in my opinion, to be able to click on the things that you want. Truth be told, this copy trading or expert advisor, okay? Because expert advisor, which is what the copier is, it's an expert advisor, okay? So you want to click on that one-step challenge, click on there, and then see who pulls up and allow that kind of stuff, okay? And then you just do your research on the ones and find out if this is somebody you want to work with or not, okay? But PropFirmMatch is a great website to be able to do some things, okay?
Okay.
Sounds good. That's why I asked that, because most of the time, if you're dealing with a prop firm, they're the ones who put restrictions. If you trade in your own account, they don't have restrictions like that. But when you're dealing with somebody else's money, you got to play according to their rules. So it is what it is, So you just play according to their rules, and that's what you do.
Okay, Steve. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna check that out, and then I'll probably try one myself. You gave me a lot of motivation. Go on, try myself.
I just wanted to guys, live and in color exactly what Uncle is doing, how he's doing it, what my goal is, how I'm going to get to that goal, and my anticipated time that it will take for me to get there. Now, If it takes me 2 months to get there, that's okay, because break it down. And here's why I'm saying this to you guys in closing. Okay. If I'm being consistent, even through the worst storms of times, which we all have seen the market do, and I'm doing this in front of you guys, I'm showing you this, and I was still able to manage the storm and still walk away with some profits in this prop firm account in a week and a half. Okay. So that means if I can do that in a week and a half, within another 2.5 weeks, I should be able to pass the prop firm challenge. Should be able to pass it. And then from there, that means if I do 10,000 a month, which basically would be 10 grand a month in the challenge, if I can reproduce that anywhere in that range, 8 to 10,000 every single month on this prop firm account, I just made myself 8 to 10 grand a month, doing the same thing I did to pass the challenge, not over leveraging, being smart with the money, using bigger stop losses just in case the trade goes wrong. But even if it does, the loss is going to be minimal because I'm using a small lot size. So I really don't have to piss in my pants and panic and worry about blowing the account. So I can easily sail through each month trading on this account and letting it produce income for me. Does that make sense? Everybody get that? Everybody with me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now, even if you made, let's say you make half of that, $5,000 a month, wouldn't that be a great amount of money to help supplement people's income, if not replace their income? Wouldn't you, right?
Right.
Okay. Now watch this. Think about it like this. Let's just say I do 5,000 a month on this account in real income, withdrawable income, half of what my anticipated amount would be. That's cool. But then I go right back into the prop firm, and let me do this. I'm gonna take off this stuff and see exclusive offers. Okay. Let's see who pulls up, and I want to show you something real quick. All right. So as you can see right here, they always have some kind of special. Okay. So if I do 90% off, and let's just click on there. I'm not going to do it right now, but I'm just going to show you guys. Okay. So here's them. So if I did a 1K challenge, look at what it cost me to do the 1K challenge with the discount. It cost me how much? $357.50. Okay. Are you with me so far, brother? Are y'all with me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very important, because this is what I actually did. Okay. All right. So I spent $357.50. The average person is going to put $500 into their trading account, $200 to $500 into their trading account, $100 in their trading account, whatever it is. So even if you had like $100, okay, and you want to put it, look, you can get a 10K account for $65. You can get a 50K account for $200. So it didn't make any sense for me to use my own money. You can get a 25K account for $130 with the discount. And this is not my website, so I'm not promoting it. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just using this as an example, okay? So even if you did a 25K account, sir, okay? There we go. All right, look at how much you're only spending out of your pocket, $130. It's not much, right? Okay, but if you pass this and let's just say you make $2,000 a month off of this account, and then you get 4 more of these, how much are you making? 4 times 2 is how much? 8,000. Can you not replace your income?
Yeah.
So no matter how you do the calculations, it's not about how big the prop firm account is. It's about being consistent and just building. Once you pass it, and I always do, look, they have 2 steps and they have 1 step. And notice with them, whether you do the 1 step or the 2 step, it never changed the price, which is why I like them. Why do a 2-stepper, which somebody asked, why am I going to do a 2-step when I can do the 1 step and get it done faster at the same price? Okay. And as long as I'm being consistent, guess what? I'm good to go. I'm good to go. And then I come back and do this again every single month. Just every time I pass a challenge, take a little bit of money and put it towards another. And then do another one, put it towards another challenge. And another one. And you just I have 5 or 10 of these. Okay. Like I said, even if you're making $5,000 a month off of one of these accounts, but you have 10 of them running, how much are you making a month? 50K. 50K. So this is doable by anybody. That's why I'm showing you guys this, so that everybody feel a little bit of encouragement to see, okay, what does it really take? Is it really all about how many pips, how many losses you take? It has nothing to do with that. Nothing. It's about being consistent with your strategy and then being consistent with making sure that you're using a smaller lot size so that if you lose trades, you can come back. It's not a big deal. Okay? Was that helpful?
Yes, yes.
And Robert, yes, that's basically what it is. It is Elvis's strategy. That's what he's been trying to tell y'all for. He has one client with him, and the guy has 50 accounts. 50 accounts running. 50 accounts running. 50, 50. And I think each one of the accounts make about $5,000 a month. So what's five times 50? Let's do that before I let you go, sir. Okay. 5,000 times 50. I think that's how many, because I just talked to Elvis yesterday. Look at how much he's making a month. But each account is just doing small numbers. But because he has 50 of these accounts running, look at how much he's making in a month. A month. Does this make sense to you? Yeah, some of you guys, you really don't, and I'll let you go, sir. Let me say this in closing. Some of you guys, you really do not, Mr. Elvis is one of the most undercover, coolest people I've ever met in my life. Him and his wife and his family and everything else. He did his YouTube, his brand new music is out and all this kind of stuff to encourage people, but y'all really do not know Dr. Elvis. Oh my God. Y'all really don't know. I was so surprised when I actually just really got to know him more. So some of the stuff that he's telling you guys, you really need to listen to what he's telling you. The man is low key, but he ain't broke at all. Trust me. Trust me. Okay. Let me get Josh's last hand. Now I got to get out of here. Josh, go right ahead. Robert said that's only 3 million a year. Yeah. All right. Let's times that by 12. $3 million a year. And all he's doing is 5,000 a month off of each one of them accounts. And you just keep adding an account, adding an account, adding an account, adding an account, adding an account. And notice that you do not have to be getting greedy. That's the whole point. Okay. Yes. Go right ahead. Josh.
Hey, Uncle P, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, how you doing, brother?
Doing
Long time no hear from you.
Yeah.
Shout out to Derek, and Liz, and I started with
Yeah.
them. I'm I'm the one to make you cry all the time, but I'm not today. Not today, okay?
All
So I
right.
got
I'm
a
gonna keep.
quick question.
Sure.
Yeah, keep that smart. Quick question for you, Uncle P. Okay. I would consider myself a seasoned trader by now. And I've been looking in the chat a little bit. I see why you're getting aggravated. A lot of us that's been around for a minute,
Yeah.
we kind of shy away from that. You know how it go. You see all that,
Yep.
so we don't talk much, but we see it. You know what I mean? But I got a quick question for you. I'm gonna put it in a way that where new traders can understand it as well with my question. But I'm a guy that works a 9 to 5. Okay.
Mhm.
I've been through the storms and the fires and the ups and downs with the super easy. And I'm a guy that is now in a better space consistency wise, right? I went through my demo account, I grew my demo account, and now I'm in a space where I want to tackle these prop firms now, right? Now,
Mhm.
I'm gonna switch it a little bit to myself personally. Last year, like me and Phil, shout out to Phil too, for retiring from his job or whatever. But I know we were like back and forth with in the prop firms last year. A lot of pools from fake prop firms that took our money. A lot of them that we made money with, they just ran off and left. So that's something that new traders need to look out for as well, which now they can actually see it in real time, which what is going on, right? So my question is, a guy that's working a job, a guy that's waking up, doing his due diligence, 4 o'clock in the morning, or whatever the case may be. They may be getting into Asia session at night, if that's the case, whatever. And another thing, to cut myself off, I want to thank you so much, because one of the things for me personally that I struggled with was that the 2-phase challenge it wasn't too much of it was a struggle with passing that second phase, because people don't realize how much of a psychological thing it does to you when you have to go through that second phase after you've been so patient with the first stage, right? So
Absolutely.
you just did something for me today. I want to tell you and appreciate you that you've done something for me today. I was actually always, I don't know why, but me personally, I was always nervous to do just the 1 stages. And I think it's because of the fine print, reading the fine print and seeing lesser numbers, like, okay, you got a lesser drawdown. Okay, you got a lesser this and a lesser that. So it's like, oh, let me go with the 2-step because that's the best. But that's the one that, you know, me and you are both impatient in that area. Like, if I pass it one time, I'm patient for a whole month. I don't want to be in this thing 2-3 months. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
Right. Yep.
my question to you is, and this question is for myself and even new traders, your take on, let me see how I'm trying to word this question, right? We pass that phase 1, right? And we get to that $8,000, $10,000 a month, even $5,000 a month, right? What's your investment plan with prop firms, as far as it used to be a lot of big so-called wigs used to get with the prop firms, and they used to leverage the prop firms as far as getting several prop firms at one time. I mean, not at one time, like pass one prop firm, right? Use the profits, get another prop firm, or do you just extend the one that you with? You just get another prop firm. Just say if you get $100,000 account, you get the profits from that. You invest in another $100,000, or do
Right.
you keep doing it that way, or do you know? I think that's the question I wanna ask. Like, what's your plan when it comes to that? Do you have like certain goals? Obviously, you know, prop firms can fall like tomorrow, so you probably don't have that goal like in your mind. Like, oh, I'm gonna stay with this prop firm for 2-3 years. You just get what you can, like me and Phil, and you just kind of, how do you?
Yeah. All right. So here's a smart way of doing it. Okay. Smart way. And I think Rob or somebody else said this. Okay. So if you can withdraw every 7 days or every 14 days, I will withdraw part of my profits out, pay yourself and your significant other with somebody so they can show proof of concept. So that when you say I'm doing this, by giving them just random money, and it's like, you mean this is just, you don't have to tell me what you're doing. You want to spend something, go shopping, look, go enjoy yourself. So now what that does is it brings peace in the home, because they're seeing, okay, this is real because you did a withdrawal. Now, you don't have to withdraw all your money. You can withdraw a portion of it. But a couple of things I would do with it is, number one, and this is just me, I will give some to your significant other so they'll be happy and they'll trust that you plan from there. Okay. A portion of that I would take, reinvest a portion of that into 1 or 2 more of these accounts. Okay. And then the other portion, I would go and pay off debts. Okay.
Got you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what I would do. That's the plan with the money.
Okay.
I'm a shopaholic. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a shopaholic, but every time I go shopping, it's never for something big. I love clothes and shoes and this and that, but all big ticket items, I'm not really into that no more, because with all the storms, I warned you guys, storms were coming. I told you that last year before last, storms are coming. And now we're seeing it looks potentially like it's building and getting bigger versus, the risk of it happening being less. So also you CI coming out, which is taking over jobs. You got California, who came out with a rule that said now companies have to now mandatorily pay $20 an hour, when a lot of those companies were struggling financially just from the COVID restrictions that was forced upon them, overly extended, well past what they should have. And a lot of them were barely making it. And many of those actually had to close down business, but the ones who survived were already struggling to get back on their feet. And now you just made it mandatory to pay them $20 an hour because you don't know how to manage your money. So now you're trying to make the business owners be the person to carry the burden. So now, as a result of that, you got a lot of people who are losing their jobs in Cali. Mass layoffs. So you got all these different variation of things that are happening or potentially could happen. So for me, this is just me on a personal level. Extra money goes toward paying off as many debts as possible. The cars I have, my motorcycles, all that stuff, just debt free. I don't owe anything on that. The only thing is on this beautiful house I just bought for Nancy a year and a half ago, which now I'm applying funds to pay that off. Now, could I just hurry up and pay it? I could put every dime into this and pay it off, but I don't want to do that either, because guess what? If I put every penny into this and I have nothing left in my savings, then guess what happens? It'll be problematic. Why? Because if anything happens, in order to get cash on hand, what will I have to do? Turn around and go to the bank and re-borrow money out. So no, I don't want to do that either. So I'll just pay huge chunks every month on this house so I can pay this thing off. I'm not going to do 30 years. I'll maybe do 2 or 3 years. You see what I'm saying? 5 years.
Yes, sir.
So then if my paid off, the house is paid off, if hell and high water comes, am I really going to be panicking?
No, sir.
Now, come on now. Now that's smart. See, what happens
Very
is
smart.
that's financial advice. That's financial literacy. I'm not worried about trying to get into the investment game of investing into real estate and all this kind of stuff, which I did years ago. I used to own a lot of properties all over the different parts of the United States. I can invest in stocks, I can invest in this and that. Okay, investments is cool. I don't have a really big problem with that. But the problem is that's not priority on my list, because think about it. If I have these investments out there, but I still have high debt at home, the investments are simply trying to carry the weight of the debt. Am I right?
That's correct. That's correct.
The best investment to me is to be debt free. So the more I can debt freeness, then if investments work, cool. If they don't work, do I even care? No, because I really don't need you for anything other than just investment money. But if I need you to help pay these bills, then the first thing I should have did was invest in paying the bills off. That's the best investment. So start with the smallest ones. If you got a credit card that's $500, okay, pay that one off as fast as you can. Then whatever the monthly payment was from that one, you go to the next card or to the card note, and you've applied that extra money now that is freed up. You don't go have a good time with it. You take that money, apply it to the normal payment, and you escalate how quickly you're paying that off. Now the car is paid off now, right? $300-$400, $500 was paying on the card note plus that credit card of $60-$70. Now you got $570 freed up. Now you take that $570 and you put it on the next thing and you pay that off until now you're finally seeing daylight on your on the weight that really is on your shoulders, which is where people working like a dog to do what? Pay their monthly. That's what the whole thing is about. We're paying monthly bills to sort this out.
Yeah.
So if I don't have so much debt in the first place, do I even care about this job, whether they keep me or don't keep me? I don't care. Why? Because I don't need that much. I can go work at McDonald's. If I quit trading right now, you understand what I'm saying? If I quit trading right now because my debt is so low outside of this house, I don't have debt. I don't have debt. I have one credit card, which has several thousands of dollars I can use. Do I use it? No. I only use it when I'm out of town and I'm out of place I don't trust them. So I'm not going to give you my ATM card. I'll use the business, this credit card. And then I quickly pay chunks of that back really, really quick. But the other reason I don't pay it off 100% like I used to, because it constantly helps to build up my credit so if they want only $25 a month, no matter what the balance is, they just want $25 a month. Why? They want their interest. No, you ain't getting me, bro. So I will pay that in chunks. So my credit people can see, but do I really need that card? I don't need that card at all. I don't need it.
Yeah. And not to cut your wisdom off, Uncle P, but I think that's a great thing. That's why I asked that question. I really knew the answer because, I've been around for years. But I just wanted people, because a couple of people asked me in the group, they asked me these type of questions. You know what I mean? Or they may ask Robert something, or they may, you know what I mean? And this is something they need to hear. And one of the most powerful things is when you step outside of your home and you go to these workplaces, that's the first thing that is the phobia of a lot of people. Man, what happens if I lose my job? You know what I mean? Or, man, I don't have enough to pay this bill or pay that bill. And you used to teach 5-6 years ago, you used to teach about how, man, you guys need to understand when that money turns blue, we ain't worried about no 50, 60 pips or nothing like that. That money turns blue and you make $100, $200. If you make $50, that $50 can be taken and that can take care of, instead of using your job's check to pay your gas or to pay your light bill, you can utilize that income, that blue from your trading account to pay off the smallest bill in your home.
So
You know what I mean? So
haven't I been saying that for
very
years?
powerful, very powerful, Uncle Pete. Oh yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Yes, sir. You have.
I'm really asking you a question. I really do, for asking me my
Mhm,
financial, not just on just
mhm.
the prop. I know I went beyond what you actually asked me, but I did it on purpose because I
Oh
want
yeah.
to.
Oh,
It's not just about what this trading has to mean something, because right now, to many people who's in this business, the reason we're dabbling and dabbling and dabbling is because it really doesn't even seem real. It's like video game money. It's digital, so you don't really see what it can do. That's why people are not taking it serious. But when you
mhm.
know, make a withdrawal. Like for an example, I'll give you an example and I'll let you go. Okay, because I'm
Okay.
well
All right.
over. I really got to go. All right, let me say this to you. I have so much respect for how my son trades.
Mm-hmm. PJ.
Yeah, PJ.
Mm-hmm.
I told him he's going to be better than me. PJ's better than me. He's way better than
Mm-hmm.
me. And the reason why I say that is not based on skill level. PJ never, never, he never puts more than $50 in his account at a time. And then he flips that to 100%, does a withdrawal, and go back and do it again. And he has been doing that for the longest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, why is that so important to me? Okay. He could put in a lot more money, but he doesn't, because psychologically for him, it's nothing more than just a little fun video game. But if he puts more money in, it stops being a game to him and he starts to
Yeah.
lose. So he
Mm-hmm.
knows himself good enough that he can take, like he showed me one account, he put $10 in, flipped it to $60, did the withdrawal, and then he went back and did it again. So here's the point, that why it's so fun for him, because he makes weekly withdrawals. Now, you may say, well, that ain't a whole lot of money. Keep adding it up. And this dude make, you understand what I'm saying? That's called compound interest. You put $10 in,
What
you pull $60 in profit. Ain't that compounding?
yes, sir. What you say, Uncle Pete? Keep adding it up. You'll see.
Yeah. Keep adding it up. Keep adding it up. And this is what he does. And his wife. And it's just, he doesn't risk more than what he can emotionally handle. And that is what makes him a better trader than almost all traders I know. It wasn't about the money. It was the fact that he knows himself and he never puts more into the account than what he emotionally can handle. He started trading something new, and he started with like $13 and made 100 and flipped it and took that money out real quick, and it was just giddy, sending me videos. Oh, look, that, and I'm just glowing over here because I've given my child a skill set that he has for the rest of his life. Nobody can ever take that away from him, and he's smart enough to not put in what is going to make him get angry, upset, cry about a blown account. He always says, well, it's only $13. Well, it's only $20 I put in there. See, it's nothing to him. Nothing. So his consistency numbers is just overwhelmingly consistent when he trades. But if he loses, he never cares. Just look at how little it was. It's just like a happy meal to him. That's all he risked. He put nothing in for a happy meal. You lose it, okay. Not a big deal. It's psychology. So I'm proud of him. But anyway, I got to go. Thanks, Josh. I appreciate you, brother.
You know it. You know it. Shout out to everybody. All right.
Yeah, man.
All right, Uncle Pete.
All right.
Love you, man.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Love, man. Listen, I want to say thank you to my OGs, D and Josh and Liz and all you other ones who've been with me for a very long time and still hanging tight with me. I really from the depths of my heart appreciate you. We've been through storms, we've been through much together. So you guys know the routine. It's just a lot of these new people coming in here with the astronomical expectations that it's just not right, and they coming in dominating, and no, I just, so if I have, come across a little bit more rough than I normally am, it's because it's getting to a point, it's working my last nerve. And that's why I authorized Donna. I told her, anybody who's doing that, we're just going to remove them. They got to go. I'm not going to be patient like this no more. I'm not putting up with it. They can say what they want. They can do all the reviews they want. You see why I don't care about reviews. This is part of why I'm not a fan of reviews, because I can do this stuff live in front of people, helping put your heart into things. And then you got some idiot who won't say their part in the process, where they were just a dummy and false education. You know, I'm expecting to make $1 million. If you don't make my $1 million, then I'm gonna go out there and write a review. Then nigga, write your review. Write your review. But I'm going to still be here teaching people the proper way to do things, because I want all of us to succeed. I've been saying that for the longest. I want us all to succeed, but we all have to follow a process. The trading process is Sunday, Mondays, and Tuesdays. Early Tuesdays, I'm only looking for trend trades. Late Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I'm looking for reversals. That is the process, the trading process. I use Ocean Wave at the beginning of the week, and I flip over to Sexy Analyst Simplicity on the second half of the week, which is what this gentleman was saying. He said, I did what you said. It's gone. I did what you said, and the man made 280K in euros, $280,000. And he had multiple accounts, just like I showed you the numbers. He did what Elvis said, opened multiple accounts. He did the Ocean Wave in the beginning, Simplicity, and Sexy Analyst second half of the week. And what you seen the testimony, 280K. I ain't making this up, man. I'm giving us all the pathway to reach it, but you got to want it. And crying and whining and complaining ain't gonna get it. You got to be consistent, because this market can go wild on us at any time. And we're all gonna be affected. It's not like some of us get to walk on clouds while others don't. We all gonna have to suffer, but we got to the difference is here. Did I stick to my plan? That's why I showed you guys not only the prop firm amount, but I also showed you my lot size. And I took a trade showing you that if a trade went against me, I'm not tripping. $300-400, but look, if I got a $5,000 daily limit and I only lost a one trade at $500, that's still what, 10% of my daily balance? Nothing. I can make that back. I can make it back. Not a problem. Not a problem. I got it. Because I know I don't really have a $100,000 account. I only have my daily limit. And I'm going to trade my account as if it's the daily limit, not the 100,000, not the 200,000. $200,000 account, the daily limit on the 200,000 account is $10,000. So you can lose up to $10,000 on your daily limit without blowing the account. I know that's my actual limit. So that's what I trade from. I don't trade from the 200,000. I don't trade like I got 200K. I trade like I only have 10K. Everybody understand what I'm saying? If you get this, and I'm closing, if you get that type of 500 in the box, I want to make sure everybody's getting this. So you see how you have to reverse your thinking. And as I clearly showed you guys, they don't count pips. You focusing on pips. They're focusing on profits. So sometimes, yes, I will close a trade if I only have 10 pips. Sometimes if it only give me 8 pips and I see you acting crazy, I will close you out, take that 8 pips, say thank you, Jesus, and I'll wait for another trade. Last night, I was in the trade for the CC group. Hey, it went down by 13 pips, but then it started stalling out. I said, oh, no, we ain't playing that. Do I wait for the thing to act funny and not sure, or take the 13 pips and run and come back for another day? I took the 13 pips. Then the second trade that I took last night, they actually cashed out at 26 pips. So combined together, yeah, that was close to 40 pips. 40 pips. I'll take that. I don't need one trade to actually be 40 pips. I can take chunks here or there. Whatever the market willing to give me, as long as it's money, I'm taking it. It's like money dropping on the ground. Okay, today maybe $2 fell out of somebody's pocket on the ground. Nobody's standing around, so I can't say, hey, all right, well, I'll take the $2. But then the next day, $100 fall on the ground. Well, one day is $2, one day is $100. Combined together, I just got $102. Anybody complaining about $102? You mad because today, yesterday you found $100 on the ground. Today you only found $2. You gonna be mad, or you gonna take the $2 plus the $100 and keep it moving? You see what I'm saying? I'm just trying to build 10K on this account a month. I don't care how I got to do it. I don't care how whether it's going to happen on 1 trade, 5 trades. I don't even care. I just know what my target number is, and it's not in pips. It's in percentage. It's not even in percentage. It's in a solid dollar amount. They want 10K before they authorize me to happily have a real account to make the money. So if that's the case, I don't care about pips. I don't care about percentages. I just know I got to reach 10K. That's it. That's all I care about. The rest, I don't care. I don't pay my bills in pips, and I don't pay my bills in percentages. They want money. So therefore, this want money, I want money, and my bills want money. So I don't care about all that other noise. Type amen if y'all getting what I'm saying here. This is vitally important. This is why a lot of people are not making it. This is why they're not making it. They think it's other things, but it's actually this. This is their problem. And they never come to class either. And they're the biggest cackers. They don't want education, they don't want to listen, and they don't want to change their ways, but they expect me to be a millionaire. Ain't gonna happen, partner. Like I said, if I can get this passed, okay, get these people 18K to prove that I can do it. Next phase is a live account. And if I can make 10K on this a month, let's just say 5K. But guess what? Out of that 5K, I'm gonna come right back here, take a portion of that money, give it to Nancy, and then get another portion of this money, and I'm gonna pay for another one of these things at 350. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna actually do this one to 200K. Okay. Because I do a withdrawal. Look at this. Watch this. And I'm sorry, going a little bit longer, but I really got to go. But here's the deal. Okay. So now I got $5,000. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, I got $5,000 withdrawal. Okay. Everybody with me? Type of yes if you're with me real quick, and we're gone. Watch the numbers. I'm showing you the path. How to get there. I'm showing it to you. All right. So now you just passed the prop firm challenge. Okay. Then you consistently did the same thing. You're not going to put a time limit on how fast you get there. When you get there, you get there. Okay. All right. So here's the deal. Whenever you get there, now it's a live account. So whenever you get there, it'll take you a whole month just to make $5,000 because maybe it's a bad shaky month. That's cool. You made $5,000. You do a withdrawal. You got $5,000 in your hand. You give $1,000 to your significant other, and they be like, "Well, what's this money for? For you? What? For real? Yeah, it's for you. Where do you get this extra money from? Did you do some overtime? No, I'm for my trading. No way. Yeah, way. I told you I was going to be able to do it. It just took me a little bit longer than I thought, but yeah. So this for you being patient with me, hanging tight with me. Here's a G stack, all for you. Go do whatever you want. Why? Because it came out of this account. So you took 5,000 out. You gave a G stack to your significant other. You take a portion of that as tithe and go donate it to Catholic charities or whatever place that floats your boat that you feel is going to help some people. Okay, so maybe you take 10% of that, $500, and you donate it. So now you're out of $1,500. You still got $3,500 left. Okay, for yourself. What do? I'm gonna come back and spend $650 of that $3,500. Watch this, and let me show you this. This is real talk. I'm just showing you. Okay, you started with 5,000 from that withdrawal, and you're proud of yourself now. Never thought you could actually do it, and now you did. You take the 5,000 out, okay, give 1,000 away to your significant other. Or if you don't have a significant other, put it into your savings account. Okay, now, then you give away to show God thank you for blessing me. So you take another 10% of that 5,000 and you say, okay, I'm gonna donate 5,000 of that. So now you got 3,500 in your pocket. Get out of that 3,500, that's all just for you. You don't take the 3,500 and start buying necklaces and chains and trying to show you this. No, you smart. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna take 650 to buy a 200K account. Now you still got 2,800 left in your pocket. You can take 1,000 of that, put it towards some bills, pay them off. Now you still got 1,800 in your pocket just playing around for you, all for you. You took care of your significant other, gave some money towards things to help God's work. Okay, you done paid down your bill, and you still got 1,800 in your pocket just to play around with. And you've also reinvested back into another challenge. all with just $5,000 of extra money. Is this not a blessed plan? Type 1,000 if this is a blessed plan. If this makes sense to you guys. Don't tell me you coming in here and ain't learning nothing. This is a blessed plan. And you did all of this with a 5,000 extra account because you were smart with how you traded it. And you took your time. It didn't matter. They don't put a time limit on it. Why are you? If it takes you 2 months to pass this challenge, so what? So be it. It's no rush. But the dividends and what you can do, this little strategy can change your life quickly. And it can happen within the next month or two. Not next year, the next month or two. Just imagine you just gave yourself a $5,000 a month raise over and above your job. So that if your job act crazy, you got something to fall back on. But if they cool, then you just gave yourself a $5,000 a month raise on top of your job. So now you're the only person coming to that job, skipping and acting lightweight. Why? Because you really ain't tripping. It ain't that big of a deal to you. You got some extra money coming in. Okay. All right, guys, I'm out. You guys have a blessed day. And